Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream! That one felt a little stilted, didn't it? Don't know why. How's everybody doing today? I don't think it's gonna show up when I cut to the next screen, so thank you very much for subscribing, Lady Mappy. That's a 12-month streak. Enjoy your Suwako hat. Incidentally, I added a new hat lately. 3.5 subs, year subs, gets you a Fancy Pants top hat. Thank you also for the rotates, and you too, Crowley9. Enjoy the rotating. That's such a good emote. I love it so much. Man, you know what else I really enjoy? Silent Hill 2. I don't know if I've mentioned that ever. And I thought, man, I'd really like to play Silent Hill 2. But it turns out I have Silent Hill 2 at home. That's how he's gonna start the stream. And he's not even gonna clip that. You're leaving that in the vodcast? Hell yeah. Turn the lights down and the volume up. There is no autosave. You must save manually. Good to know. Let's pop you there, see what that sounds like. Okay, there we go. Invert y-axis. Get out of here with that mess. This is pretty cool. Look at all this stuff we can turn on and off individually. I like that. I don't like that I have to scroll all the way to the bottom and select the go back button on its own. Here are some achievements. There you go. Let's just start a new game on normal mode. In normal mode, you can save your progress a limited number of times, and you occasionally need to recharge your flashlight. Oh. You can save your progress an unlimited number of times, and you do not need to recharge your flashlight. Hell yeah, let's go with that. That'll make for a better streaming experience. Trust me. Remember when we played Hollow Cocoon? And like... Do you want to voice any of this game? There you go.
All the world is a stage. And all the men and women merely actors in the tragedy that is life.
That wasn't me.
Recently,
the audio just didn't load in.
So far away from me are getting closer and are starting to show themselves in the light of truth. My name is Rose Hawkins. I'm an inspector of the juvenile division.
I'm not gonna lie, Rose Hawkins is a really good Silent Hill protagonist name.
For several weeks, I investigated the case of a missing girl named Eden.
Wait, that is...
All of this led me...
Is that the name of a Silent Hill protagonist? What was the surname in the movie? I know it was Rose in the movie.
But details are blurring out.
I am biased because of Rose. It's a good name.
Away, as if it was hiding behind a cold and wet fog.
These memories are forgotten, one might say.
When I open my eyes, all I can remember is a man pointing a gun at me.
Rose de Silva. Oh, there you go, Lady Mappy. Thank you very much. I knew it was Rose something. Good name. Good name.
I'm still alive.
Inspired by Silent Hill, you say? Welcome to nowhere.
I'm still bleeding. I need to find something to heal myself.
Alright, so that's that. That's that. Are these bullet holes? Is that blood? I should probably solve this case before I start trying on different outfits. Oh, that's gonna be your new game plus content. Get the outfits and then put them on in the wardrobe. You can interact with various objects when the exclamation mark appears. Just press the interaction button. To heal yourself, open your inventory and select the first aid kit. How do I do that? Like that. This mirror is filthy. Probably look like shit anyways. Ah, come on. It's an iOS game, but you can't be that hard on yourself. Hello? Who would put a mannequin here? I feel like my delivery of most things is chipper. I had... One of the things got under my skin today. The desk is empty. There's a gross ashtray full of cigarette butts. A customer said that I needed to be more natural. I was making her uneasy. I'm like, I don't know how. This is my speaking voice and my way of movement. What? I don't know. It's the bed I woke up in. I can't remember how I got here. The eyes only see what the mind wants. That's some kind of psychology. I don't recall which. I'm feeling better. I should keep moving. Godspeed, sir. That's a timely room to appear in, isn't it? Oh no. For people lacking the context, David Lynch died a couple days ago, and this is just the Red Lodge from Twin Peaks. I'm just gonna find a small man talking backwards. I'll tell you what I am gonna do. I'm going to boost you a little bit. This game is incredibly dark, and I can't really see anything. Quickly tell me about that gum I like.
Hello, Rose. How are you today? My name is Noah. If you are listening to this message, it means you finally woke up. You probably noticed, but it's impossible for us to speak in this place. I can't speak to you, and you can't speak to me. We can only think inside our own little minds. And that's why I use this old recorder to talk to you. I have a deal to propose, but you need to find me first.
Is that just gonna play again? That's just gonna play again. Also, damn good coffee. Damn good coffee. Hello.
That's unsettling.
I thought we couldn't speak. I didn't know they had that. Jaded Mute, but I'll bet you if we speak to Scooby, she would have... Welcome to Silent Hill. Like the scene from the movie. I'm going to stop being so judgmental and look at this game on its own merits, but it's very, very hard. Oh. The computer is clearly busted. I mean, for sure, that's how it goes, Jaded Mew. If you're gonna hold opinions like that, I don't want to hear from you either. But, like, man, can we not hold such terrible opinions? a newspaper from 1979.
Farmington Daily News, November 16th, 1979. Time frozen at New Vineyard. Tragedy again strikes the New Vineyard Asylum. Farmington police found a grim scene yesterday morning. More than a dozen bodies of patients, medical staff, and office employees. No survivors have been found. There have been no signs of life at the asylum for several days. But as the asylum is located in a remote area near Porter Lake, and many faculty members live on site, this was not initially deemed unusual.
This I appreciate.
Each death appears to have been caused by a cerebral edema, hemorrhage, or acute stroke, as evidenced by excessive blood found near the nose and mouth of the deceased. The asylum and its surrounding area has been quarantined, and toxicological tests have begun in an effort to explain this strange phenomenon.
That was more than 10 years ago, and the asylum never opened its doors again.
Creepy.
Strange force blocks this door. It's kind of half an... Oh, that's a good one. Look at that one. I'd go crazy too if I was locked up in this dump. A pie? Smells like apple. Yeah, still warm. Oh, and they've done it really well. They've done the bit where you, like, put the slices in a little flower pattern on top. I love doing that. I make a good cake like that. Takes a while to bake, though.
You are probably wondering why such a lovely girl like you got into this dark and cold place. Well, my dear, I'm afraid it's your fault. We told you not to trust anyone. Oh, but you probably don't remember anyway. It's one of those side effects caused by the shock that affected your memory. I'm even willing to bet that you don't remember the last few hours. Why did you come to this asylum to investigate? Why did you come alone? What did you find? What happened? And who shot you? So many questions left unanswered.
So I know this game came out a while ago, because originally it was like an iPad game. This is very 2000s line deliveries, isn't it? It's very sort of blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Shut up. Hate it. Hate that line delivery. Hi. This reminds me of something. Look in Burns' suit! Oh, that's creepy. That's pretty good. I like that.
What's that?
Why, that looks like a late title card is what that looks like.
You finally found me. Unfortunately, I don't have all the answers you seek, but I'm sure your memory will come back in a few hours. All I know is that you are seeking a missing child called Eden. I know a lot of things about her, you know? And if you wish, I can even help you find her. But you need to get out first, and without my help, you won't be able to. That's why I came to you. I don't think the prospect of spending eternity in this place interests you, does it? Of course, I won't help you for free. you'll have to do me a favor. I would like you to help an old friend of mine, a nurse called Dorothy Simons. I would like to pay off a debt I owe her. It's very easy. You just need to find her and set her free. That's your job, right? You find people and try to figure out why they are missing, don't you? That's why I need you, Inspector. Do you see that big door behind me? My access card will open it. It will bring you back to the asylum. Find the nurse and free her. In exchange, I'll tell you where to find the girl you are seeking.
This might be my only chance to get out of this place. I
Sounds
really
like a
should
plan.
find this
Where's
nurse before she changes her mind.
the access card? I'm in two minds about that one, because on the one hand, yeah, it's a pretty cool, creepy thing. Yeah, like Carly was saying, if it's not so much an audio log, but do I need to explain to you the difference between parody and straight up copyright infringement? Because I feel like that's what that is. And when you are prompted to interact with something, open your inventory and select the corresponding object. I did not see that Janice got used. There's a magnetic lock on this door. I need an access card to open it. There we go. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people, said Carl Jung. That is also a very 2000s, oh, thank goodness that's an O. Team Psychos is a very 2000s team name, but also it's powered by Unity, like most things. I'm powered by Unity. How you doing? I like the idea of, yeah, the hello impact. I like the idea of the villain communicating through audio logs. Depending on how it is presented. But I get the feeling that I would just want to, like, sample it. Like it was, you know, My Way by Limp Bizkit. That's on my mind for reasons, and not the reason that Empirical Woodland is about to type out. That's good. That's really good. The hand reaching through the wall, but not the mirror. I like that. See, that's unfortunate. Let's just segue past that and not look at that one. Yeah? Okay. Oh, the hemp jig right there. Let's not look at that. Also, Lady Mappy, come on, we don't know what the rest of the game is. Just that I know who one of the voice actors is. That's all. Don't worry about it. There's something going on with that face, and I don't know that I can place it. It looks like what I suspect it is. It looks like a 3D poser model. but I can't place it.
So, I need to find a nurse and free her. What does that mean?
That looks like a pretty... Ignore that. That looks like a pretty nice couch. I could have slept on that. Oh god, I hope we P-Cross. I love P-Cross. I recently finished a P-Cross game, and now I don't know what to do with my life, essentially. This should come in handy. Switch to combat mode by using the aim button, then use the attack button to attack. With a melee weapon, you can strike 3 times in a row to perform a combo. Time your strikes carefully to hit your target and inflict maximum damage. What's my attack button, everyone? That lamp is lava! Don't touch that! You burn your hands off, excuse me, ma'am. You can save your progress by using a computer. Help, computer! This computer works. I can use it to record information. Oh, I appreciate that sound. Stop. Crowley, is that a C64? That looks like a straight up C64. Like, it just needs the little logo. Like, right here. But that looks like a C64 to me. I appreciate this. Not just that it makes floppy disk noises, but the fact that it makes 5-inch floppy disk noises. That's very specific. Seems to be locked from the other side. Oh, okay. Come on! In fairness, Silent Hill probably used a sample pack for door noises and footsteps and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna get mad at you for that.
Looks like an old service elevator. I should check if it's still working.
Yeah, there you go. Some old package from Europe. Nothing helpful. What? That's a very specific thing to have said. Ah, that's fine. See, I never think of Help Me Computer, You're My Only Hope. I just think of, the old, is it Fensler cartoon? The G.I. Joe guy. I'm a computer. Help, computer. I don't know much about computers, man. Just, my dad put some games on one. One of these is going to move. One of these mannequins is going to turn and look at me. And I'm going to throw my controller. Nothing to say about that one. Looks like somebody slept here recently. That's odd. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Wait. What? Wait a minute. There's something inside. Now comment how weird it is that someone would put their hand in a toilet. Do it. Call attention to it. Is that odd? I would have thought that all toilet doors lock from the inside. Although I suppose if you're in an asylum, would they lock from the outside? I don't know. I've never been to one. Speaking of those G.I. Joe edits, one of my friends goes by pork chop sandwiches online after one of those. I don't even remember the context behind it, just that... I don't know, probably Snake Eyes or someone runs in and just goes, pork chop sandwiches! Ah! There's a file pinned to the board.
Project report. Subject: monitoring conditioned psychic connections. Project history: 1933. 6 8-year-old female test subjects are exposed to the same traumatic shock. Vienna, Austria. 1936 to 19XX. Attempts at controlling post-traumatic reactions. 1947. Harmonization of brainwave activity between the 6 subjects. Project outsourced in Paris. 19XX. Artificial inseminating attempt on the 6 subjects. Monitoring of the prenatal psychic process. Failure. 2 stillborn, both males. 1953. 5th artificial insemination attempt. Success. Birth of 6 sisters. 1956.
Yikes!
6 sisters are separated, each adopted by diverse foster families. Connections are studied and monitored. 1969. Project relocated to New Vineyard Asylum in U.S. The 6 sisters are brought in. Project enters the 2nd phase. 1974. First successful psychic transfers on puppets. Unconscious puppet control. 1977. Project is assigned to Dr. Thomas Walton. Consciousness transfer attempt from one subject to another. 23% success rate. Positive result. 1979. Psychic disconnection.
Man,
I
Humans-
wonder what kind of experiment they conducted here.
humans don't birth super well, and that's why we tend to just have one. And then this file is just like, sure, 6 of them. What's the worst that could happen? Then this is the worst that could happen. Yes, what are we looking at? I'm in the nurses' station. This is where they plan their shifts. There's several pictures of women pinned to the board. Their faces are covered with hoods of some kind. The message reads, "Where are they?" Good question, but I'd rather know who they are. Do you know? Where's Scarecrow? My goodness. Lady Mappy, you could be right, but when it said 6 sisters, I'm like... To me, that's a set of 6. So, you got me. Were you there before? I'm getting paranoid, especially when the game starts doing that. Adrenaline. Your stamina recharges itself over time, but you can also take an adrenaline shot to regain it instantly. Adrenaline shots can be helpful when you are using a melee weapon and your stamina is dropping quickly. Right. I appreciate this may only go to a very specific portion of my audience right here. This, don't put your hand on the wall. Don't do that. I can't be doing with that. Yeah, that is just nasty, and so are you. Nice. I should probably need to go back to the office wing and investigate. What's that smell? Yeah, well, it's not for me, but it's come up a time or two. Did it hear me? And now it's annoyed. I think it heard me and now it's annoyed. That's a pretty good intro, though. Pivoting that head like that, that's good. Press to skip. What am I skipping? Right, you're not coming to life. That's fine.
Are they alive? I need to be careful. It seems I'm not alone here.
I have mentioned pipes and debris. This place is totally falling apart. I have mentioned a time or two. But don't put ragdoll physics in your horror games, because ragdoll physics are hilarious. Left 4 Dead gets away with it because that game is very, very silly. Where did you go? Alright then. You darn right, Crawley. I hate being cornered by mannequins when I'm skulking around a creepy asylum. That's really good. I like the look of that. Like, I'm not just here to dunk on a game for various reasons. I will genuinely, I like to think that I find the good things in things. It's closed. There's a chain keeping the door shut. And if I am able to find good things, what does that say? What's your generic brand called? Popsy Cola. I don't know how they got away with that. No? Alright then. I figured it'd be one of them.
Girl. What's a girl doing here? Hey, sweetie. Are you okay?
This gate seems to be locked electronically.
What are you doing here? My name is Rose. What's your name?
Joshua Shepherd.
She's ignoring me. I need to find a way to open this gate.
Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. Alright, so what do we got here? We have got... That's gonna be a 6, and a 9, and a 3, and a 4.
Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of here.
Oh!
Stay there, okay?
I also like that weird morphing effect on the control pad as I, like, hover over the buttons. Alright, what do we got? 6, 9, 3, 4. Did I get it wrong? Oh! Oh! I get it. Each of these clocks has a number 5 on it. Do you know what doesn't have a number 5 on it? Control pad. So I need to hit the number at 6 o'clock, which is 8. And then 9 o'clock, which is 4, and then 6, and then 9.
Crap. Where did she go?
Excuse me a moment. Oh, that's pretty clever, actually. The saving sound effect is removing a floppy disk from the drive. So presumably that would be like ink ribbons from Resident Evil. Only a limited number of ribbons, only a limited number of floppy disks.
Sweetie?
And then you only get
Where
like
are you?
3 saves on each floppy disk
Don't
before
be
it
scared.
corrupts.
I'm not going to hurt you.
And you just can't have it
out of
anymore. Is that the same sample pack as Ashes and Ghosts from Silent Hill 2?
Most people disregard the shadow
Yes,
inside them.
it is.
We can perceive it in somatic sleep, in obsessions, or in some delirious fantasies. It represents the stupidity and the cruelty one would regret admitting. It lays at the root of jealousy and disgust.
What the? Who drew that thing? Probably Eden. This I will also give the game credit for. The fact that there are mannequins everywhere, but only like 1 or 2 of them have come to life thus far. I like that. Because I have a flinch button. Nice. But the fact that, yeah, only 1 or 2 of the mannequins have come to life thus far, I'm just on edge looking at every single one of yous.
There was a little girl there. Am I going insane?
Oh, it was a light. I saw a red thing up there, and I'm like, what was that red thing? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, let us... we'll do something. cut the chain, but the bolt cutters are now broken. Navigating those menus is not great, and you can tell that this controller support was like, it was added because of, oh, that's real bad. It was added because this is an iPad game. Some old books. One of them's open.
Anatomy of psychosis. Psychosis is a condition of the mind that comes in different forms, such as delirium, schizophrenia, etc. Causes may be both internal and external. Any variety of psychosis is a serious disorder which can alter one's personality and prevent them from interacting with others in a rational way. Treatment with medication and hospitalization often becomes necessary.
Well, we'll continue exploring along the first floor, yeah? We'll move in a grid pattern. That's how you're supposed to move around survival horror games. Etc. is my favorite kind of psychosis. It's where you just sort of go on and on and on about nothing in particulars. There's a page from a 70s fashion magazine. That's pretty expensive for a coat. Is that my coat? That's kind of my coat. I'll get to you! Shoes for sale. Size 8. Never used. Contact Mary. 3rd floor. There's something inside this locker. But I can't get it open. It's locked. What a mess. That's... Oh, it's you! That's a really good effect! We're just not gonna render the environment, so all you see is, like, you and the enemies. Are the enemies creeping up on you? Probably. Isn't the wrestler psychosis? I liked him. I was always more of a Lapaka guy. Mainly because he's got the, he's got like 3 moves. He takes one of the most excruciating looking bumps on the ring apron. And he's got the shaky legs. And he's got the little shaky knees and the chair guitar. There you go. That's Lapaka. What a cool guy. Remember WrestleQuest? How hard I mocked out when he showed up? Did I just heal? No. Good. Whoop. Depends on who is saying it and the company. Alright. Fair enough. Do you see what I mean about don't put ragdolls in horror, please. What's that? Small med kit? Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm healed up. Right, where is the director's office? Hopefully across that loading scene. Is it a director's office? Office key. I mean, I just assumed that it was a director's office, you know what I mean? Fifth floor laboratory. Looks like I need a special key to get there. Oh, fine. But no, you remember WrestleQuest? When LA Park showed up? And I was just... Well... Looks like I win the game now. And I want to say that's how I won the game as well. It's just... Okay, that one's just broken. Oh, there's a run button. Alright, cool. And the run button is a toggle. Which... That is also a concession made. Because this is a... I keep wanting to say it's an iOS game. It's literally the opposite of an iOS game. No, it's not. It is an iOS game. I keep wanting to say Android. I know what I'm doing.
God.
This door leads to the garden. But I'm not finished here yet. Giving up already? Didn't want to do that. How do I know the layout of this place that I've presumably never been before? Coffee machine. It's broken. Did you... You don't get to do that! That... Somebody mentioned we have deadly premonition at home. That's deadly premonition right there.
Farmington Daily News, March 20th, 1979. Murder at New Vineyard. Winter brought grim tidings to the New Vineyard Asylum. Yesterday morning, Farmington authorities discovered the remains of Dorothy Simmons, a resident nurse at New Vineyard. Her body, mutilated almost beyond recognition, had been left exposed in the infirmary of the main building. According to investigators, Miss Audrey Millers, head of the mental institution's security operations, has confessed to the crime. Miss Millers was found drenched in the victim's blood and muttering to herself. The murder weapon has not yet been found. According to knowledgeable sources, Miss Millers was mentally fragile and was struggling against the intense pressures placed on her as head of security. In a cruel twist of fate, Miss Millers, once head of security at New Vineyard, will be committed there as a high-risk patient. An inquiry will be launched regarding the screening and evaluation of new employees at New Vineyard to prevent such tragic incidents in the future.
That's awful. She must have experienced a lot of pain.
I don't remember saying good luck. Ugh. The fridge has been off for more than a decade. Some things are better left alone. There's something stuck in the drain. Can't quite reach it with my fingers. Just silverware and kitchen stuff. Now I'm just thinking of Life is Beautiful. What a great piece of music. Stairs. There we go. Alright, what is upstairs? Hopefully a place where I can use the keys. Can I go even higher? Oh, I sure can. I guess I'm going to have to now, aren't I? That's fine. Don't worry about it. Cell block, treatment unit. Treatment, computers. Oh, that's going to be a flashlight charging station, I reckon.
A shotgun?
I feel like that shotgun needs to be just rotating. Floating 2 feet off the ground and rotating. This person also really wants the shotgun. Well, you can't have it. I've already missed one gun. I'm just gonna have to miss a second. I guess. Oh, that one's gonna wake up. If I say that about all of them, I'll eventually be right.
I just read your report, Mr. Anderson. I should say I'm a little confused. I don't quite understand everything. Would it be possible for you to explain it from the beginning? Yes, of course. Well, as you know from the report, Audrey Millers is the former chief of security who has been with us as a
That's
patient
David
for the last
Shelfel.
4 months.
That's Eddie.
Well, last night she left the patient's dormitory and dug up the bodies of 6 women who were buried in the south lawn. She then took the bodies to the testing room and hung them on scaffolding. It's in the building that's under renovation. Hanged. Yeah, it was really weird. Each body was connected to the other bodies. If one body was moved, a kind of mechanism was triggered. And then the other bodies moved too. What a mess. She must have spent a lot of time to design it. And Miss Millers, where was she? She was just sitting there in front of her work, crying. I tried to explain to her that they had all died a long time ago, but she didn't want to listen to me. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Do you have anything else to say? Well, may I say that as the new head of security, I promise you I'm going to improve things around here during the night, and especially for any difficult cases like Miss Miller's.
I respect them for having the restraint to not be like,
Charming.
I'd order more pizzas. Oh, it's one of those. Right, so presumably we need to drop everyone. So. I know of this kind of puzzle as, Lights Out, which is not what this kind of puzzle is. Also a little cheap that we're not gonna animate that. But I appreciate that we haven't animated it. Just reach out and touch it. And that's fine. And then, yeah, there you go. See, I can... Brown one taught me that. Look at the puzzles and kind of work it out backwards. A jewelry box. Can't open it. The mannequin is holding it too tight. Lady Mappy, you're not wrong. Let's be honest. Good shout. Looks like a mechanism has been triggered. What is that deer head logo popped up on the side there?
Juvenile Division, Nathan Barnes speaking.
Hi, guys, see here.
Holmes, it's you. Listen, forget what happened earlier. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. What? How? Damn, Rose. Don't tell me you went there alone. No, please. Don't tell me you're sorry. You know you don't. Every time it's the same story. You never listen to me. Because I'm your partner. That means we've worked together. Oh, please. You know you're not going to find anything there. The girl disappeared from a Boston orphanage, not some old place at the other end of the state. You see, that's your problem. It's always complicated with you, Rose. Damn. Listen, Rose. I'm coming up. Wait for me to get there and we'll search the asylum together. And don't do anything stupid before I get there, all right?
What does that mean?
That was Guy Seehee. I voiced James, and also a lot of troubling opinions during 2019 regarding the thing that happened. Yeah, don't go into that. Right, that's blocked. That's where I went to do the thing. Well, I mean, again, this is an iOS game, so that is a comically large syringe. Look at that. Long ago, chairs like this were used for lobotomies. Thank God that sort of barbaric brain surgery isn't practiced anymore. Unless... Dun 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 dun. You make your own fun, right? Right? There's a message on the board. Seems to be written by a child. Game rules. When I sing, hide yourself. Be quiet. Be sneaky. If you lose, I'll catch you. Are we forcing a stealth section up in here? Sounds like we might be. A music box. Wait a minute, something's missing. There is no crank handle. The music box can't wind up without it. we thinking of the wrong survival horror series there?
What the hell?
Silent Hill doesn't have a crank handle. Oh, that's good. Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Was this? When did "Are You My Mummy" come out? Because I'm pretty sure this is before that, right? I don't think this is even hurting it. Oh, yes it is. Alright. Sorry, sign. Get out of here. I got a crank handle. Oh, hell yeah. I should have waited a little bit. And, Ants jail first out 21st of May 2000. I mean, it's entirely possible that that kid was just saying it on account of generic thing that little girl spooky ghosts would say. You know what I mean? Right. Inventory is you. Yeah, there you go. And then one of those.
I'm back to the asylum.
What? What was that little detour for? I don't know. Recovery room. Cool. I'm just gonna sit here and recover for a little bit. Yeah, see, this mannequin's got the right idea. You just kick back and chill.
Investigation report.
I questioned Mr. Greg Anderson today regarding the 6 female patients found hanging this morning. He is a particularly odd person. I didn't get any useful new information from him. However, he failed to include an important fact. All of the other witnesses said that Miss Millers kept repeating the words, "I have to kill them myself." Suspiciously, Greg made no mention of this. That's not the sort of detail someone would forget. Maybe Anderson was in shock. Perhaps that's why he failed to report what Miss Millers said. Something else bothers me. I don't understand why the 6 young women were all disfigured. It's as if someone wanted to conceal their identities.
Something that I thought this game was going to do, but it has not yet done so.
Audrey Millers.
I thought it was... When it said 6 sisters, I thought it was going to be, like, nurses? Like, you could make a good pun out of that? Not a pun, but, like, you know what I mean?
paranoid delirium and outbursts of violence, regular hydrotherapy sessions, ice bath immersion. Results were inconclusive. No psychic abilities detected. Orbital lobotomy recommended.
Okay, girls. Here's the plan. Tonight, we'll be all alone in the recovery room. When they bring her back from the session, we'll lock the door and deal with her. She's going to pay for everything she did to us. Don't be afraid. She's not the head of security anymore. Just a patient like us. I'm counting on all of you.
Can you step back from the microphone a little bit? Oh, that's so good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I the head of the security? No, right? Because I'm a private investigator. So rather than just going as hard as you can with that, what I find helps is you go... Why did that door make a shotgun cocking sound? Anyways, you go 1, 2, 3. That first one, they stagger a little bit, but then they come back to you, and then the game makes you walk between them. That's good. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game that's like, oh, I get it. Like, the Silent Hills. Really? You're going to pull from Homecoming as your inspiration? But then there's stuff like that. Particularly if they're working with, dirty towels and old rags. Nothing interesting. But then they do stuff like that. And genuinely, that's a really, really good little scene. I like it.
Diary of Audrey Millers, Head of Security, Part 1.
January 16th. This morning, I found a letter in my locker from Nurse Dorothy. She wants me to steal Dr. Walton's elevator key. The thought of risking my job makes me nervous, but I have to think about the safety of the patients above my own wants. 6 patients disappeared without a trace. There's something seriously wrong here. January 24th. I approached Walton today. I've been taking my lunch breaks at the same time he does, so I can flirt shamelessly. Like all men, he's easily swayed by his dick. I see the want in his eyes. I wonder if he sees the disgust in mine. I'm not enjoying this. It feels degrading. But it's so easy. Especially with a married man.
The idea is that we are led by those, not swayed by them. Continuing on.
February 8th. This evening, after our shift, I let Walton screw me in his office. I wonder if he even cares that he's screwing me, or he's just happy to be screwing. While he was getting dressed, I stole his elevator key. Before leaving, I slipped the key into Dorothy's locker, as we agreed. I hope he won't suspect me.
You can't say anything other than screwing is iOS game. You get pulled up on the terms of services.
February 11th. Last night, Dorothy went up and took a look around the fifth-floor laboratory. I don't know what she's found there, but she's more determined than ever to learn more about the disappearance of the 6 sisters. What I do know is that she went to meet the committee this morning.
That could also be a German pun, if you think about it, because the German Krankenschwester? Sick sister? Nurse? 6 sisters? Yeah? Yeah, think about it. Think about it! Also, you can tell that I'm kind of getting into a game when I just turn into Nixon halfway through. Did you know that this game is based on the Silent Hill? It stinks like mold. Patient's clothes. I should probably solve this case before I start trying on different outfits. Oh, that's gonna be your new game plus thing. Complete the game, come up there and put on sexy outfit like it's haunting ground.
Cold water.
And then Strong Sad's in that one singing show tunes. Oh, look at that! They got the ripple and water effects. Don't do that, Cass. You'll tank the frame rate. Incidentally, Lady Mappy, yeah, why doesn't the head of security just have keys to everything? Or a means of getting keys to everything? Wait a second. Is that deer head an autosave icon after the game said there is no autosave? Because this is an enhanced version. Alright, fine. I guess we're going to fight now. Lady Mappy, I think you mean the frog? The frog outfit's the best outfit. Light streaking. What's splashing? What's splashing? Oh, you two. Alright, that's fine. Have fun. The library, you say? I mean, you'd think the torch would work better on the shadow monsters, like it's Alan Wake. Since we're just throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks. Right, so what I think I have to do is make my way back downstairs. And then if I go... That's a really bad one. And then make my way downstairs because... in the nurse's office, right, we found the... There was something in the sink. And now that I have the forceps, I can probably just reach in and get that. It's kind of a weird sculpture. Those lights are a separate object to the wall. That's why they have reflective properties and the wall doesn't. That's a spray, not a texture. occasionally hate knowing how video games work.
Diary of Audrey Millers, Head of Security, Part 2.
February 15th. Fuck. I spent the morning crying in the bathroom again. I feel so dirty. I haven't heard from Dorothy, and it's stressing me out. I met Walton at around noon. I was nervous that he might mention his lost keys, but he didn't. He's been very sweet, and even invited me for lunch. He doesn't seem upset that I've been distant. He told me he understands. February 23rd. We talked a bit about my relationship with Nurse Dorothy during our conversations. The more I think about it, the more I feel like this woman has issues with anyone in a position of power. Does she hold a grudge against Walton for being a doctor? Is she envious of my power as head of security? No, that would be absurd. February 28th. I visited Walton in his office today. My suspicions have been haunting me, keeping me awake. Is Dorothy mad at me? He listened to me rant and even recommended some medication to help manage my stress. I agreed to start therapy sessions with him every Thursday. Until now, I hadn't realized that he seems to be a very caring man. Why does my terrible opinion of him suddenly seem so wrong? I feel guilty about having manipulated him.
Good! Sorry. I feel guilty for all the bad things what I went and done. You should.
Crap.
Alright, Gabe, that's a good one. Wait, is that a suggestion that I should go that way? I don't want to go that way. It's full of monsters. Look at it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. This game and Condemned, the first one, really good mannequin horror. Like that one, the department store level, that was really good. Get out of here! Old neuroscience books. One of them is bookmarked.
Architecture of the Brain. History of Neuroscience.
I'm kind of with you, Lady Mappy. It seems like it's a bit out of left field.
Historically, neuroscience originated as a subdivision of biology and medicine, focusing on the nervous systems and its various afflictions. The human nervous system is comprised of the spinal cord, the nerves, the autonomic nervous system, and the sensory organs. Cognitive neuroscience looks at the neurobiological processes active in human understanding. Affective neuroscience looks at the mechanisms of emotions.
Ooh. That wasn't nice.
Well, I think I just found my nurse. What happened to her?
So this is more of a personal gripe than anything else when it comes to games like this, is when characters do things like that. Let's say you or I stumbled upon this. Like, yeah, sure, we're wandering around an abandoned asylum, and our thing is clipping through our jacket, and, you know, we've been fighting the monsters outside, but I still get the feeling that if we found this, we'd just be like, oh, God! Right? And not, I guess this is my puzzle item now. Dorothy Simmons. She's dead. Noah's message said I had to free her. What did she mean? Scrap of paper in her pocket. Who killed me? In my right hand, the murder weapon. In my left, the proof of his guilt. Oh! Oh! Yeah, I saw you throw that into focus. There you go. Placing the scalpel in her right hand. Yeah, look at that. Now I just need to go and find a second item. And what is that texture? Is that granite?
To be honest, Doctor, I'm not here to confide my problems to you or some bullshit like that. I don't believe in those stories about working on oneself, subconscious, or neurosis. Just because I'm a nurse doesn't mean I can't see what you're scheming. The reason I came is because I'd like to know what happened to my 6 patients, Doctor. They didn't magically vanish. What have you done to them? Why were they crying every day after your sessions? Your little experiments on them failed, so you got rid of them? Is that it, Doctor? They were living proofs of your incompetence, and you couldn't stand it? Anyway, you'll understand that I can't close my eyes on such a matter, Doctor. Though money could help me look the other way.
Those subtitles are not physical things. That's good. They just got blown out when I shone my torch on them. You would have to get desensitized pretty quickly, but at the same time, like, this is an abandoned room and an abandoned asylum, and so it would go on. But, like, I don't know, I feel like that one's... I don't like soda anyway. I feel like that one is especially bad, you know? This key is useless now. Discard. Oh, that's gonna be what I get from the sink, I reckon. It's not for Walton. It's for Walton. What? Where did that word come from? I brought the key back to the 3rd floor cell block. I cleaned up the 6 cells. You were right. Acid makes everything go away. It was disgusting. Nobody will recognize him. Don't forget to mention me at the next meeting with the committee. G.A.
Name, Audrey Millers, 31 years old. Occupation, head of security at the New Vineyard Asylum since June 1973. Additional information. Slight personality disorder, mild paranoia. Should be monitored, high responsibility job. There's another page. Commitment order. Name, Audrey Millers, 36 years old. Date, March 1979, New Vineyard Asylum. Personality disorder, heightened aggravation, and textbook traits of paranoid delusion are all evident. Medical consultant, Thomas Walton.
Hey, anything spooky going on in here? Oh, that's great. Hey, you know how I mentioned, Condemned? Hot damn, Condemned 2. Gun! Give me gun! Hopefully this gun works better than not at all, because, ooh, that wasn't great. Shut up, soundtrack.
The Other Self. Carl Gustav Jung, one of the founding figures of modern psychoanalysis, divided human inner reality into 4 elements: the ego, the center of consciousness, feelings, and emotions, that which creates one's sense of self; the persona, ancient Greek, actor's mask; the personality, the social mask adopted by people to fulfill expectations and be accepted by others; the shadow, representing everything people hold back unconsciously to avoid rejection. This is generally accepted as the cause of internal conflict. Finally, there's the self, considered the very root of the psyche as a whole. The self encompasses both consciousness and unconsciousness. To become aware of one's self requires encompassing both the persona and the shadow. Self-awareness requires removal of self-deception and recognition of the disturbing elements in the shadow.
I thought I saw something down there, but it was some more of this dust. This one's the time of their life. Look at that. They got the jaunty pose and the rakish hat. Oh, you're looking at the thing on the table. Okay. Cool. We touched on a little bit of that when I did psychology in college, and, sure, it's fine. It's one of those things where, like, a lot of it makes sense, probably because, I don't know, it is known at this point, and it's already been written down. Oh, look at that! Cigarettes and coffee. Like, we've been here for a while. Should I have just got... Could I have had the gun this whole time? Disappointing. So, like, a lot of the stuff that showed up, in the opening sequences of this game, a lot of those are, like, Jungian concepts. And, like, psychoanalytical concepts in general, but, like, it's focused on Jung, and there's a lot of really interesting ideas. Like, yeah, I don't know where some of this stuff came from. One of the go-to examples that my teacher used was, the floor is lava. Who taught you the floor is lava? Like, genuinely, who taught you that? Is there anyone in there? No. We'll get back to that. But yeah, that kind of comes down to the idea of, like, that was the example used when talking about the collective unconscious. The idea that the floor is lava. Everyone just sort of knows that, and nobody can really point to where it came from. As opposed to maths, for example. I can point you to who taught me maths and how to count. Not so much the rules to floor is lava, or the rules to British Bulldog, or whatever. Staff Lounge. This one? This one. Chirurgical pliers? Really? Is that a word? Hang on. Hang on. Meaning of chirurgical is of or relating to surgery. Almost. Got it! I got a lobotomy tool. The drain is unblocked now. Oh, I get it. That thing's just, like, a presence in the hallways. So if I stand here, it should just walk right past me. Honestly, I've really got no place to be talking about, wow, that's an old-timey word, because I'm familiar with the word thaumaturgy, so, yeah. coming? Oh god, is this an anemone situation? How am I supposed to pronounce it? Thaumaturgy? How pronounce? How say word? But it's thaumaturgy, like thaumatological. Actually, it's thaumatological, isn't it? Well, hey, I guess I played myself. Office was this way, right? Yeah, office was this way. Oh, my character just folded in on herself. That was great. Alright. Come on. Come on. Inserting the lobotomy ice pick. It works. I got a nurse's hat. Oh my god, it's aiming where the crosshair is and not at the enemies. I have to manually aim, are you kidding me? Y'all see me play Overwatch, I'm bad at this! Except for the occasions when I'm not. Yeah, go for the core shots, Mozambique! I didn't want to do that. But it works. Right, what have I got in my inventory? Cell block key. You don't get to do that. Actually, yeah, you do. And you got me with it. Fair play. Like, that's what I was saying. You guys can... What the hell? Not even plugged in. I would have given an achievement for doing that. And I would have called it, ah, hell, this show ain't no good. That input latency is going to get me killed. And I think were I not playing on easy difficulty, that would have happened already. Right, hydrotherapy is not what I'm looking for. Where was the gun? Remember we found that big-ass shotgun? And it was behind a big locked door? I thought it was up here on the 3rd floor. Oh, we already did that one. What did you load? Like, I always get really uneasy when a game loads like that. Shotgun! No way I'm sitting there.
No.
Ugh, no. A strange force seems to block the door. Alright, fine. I unlocked it. Let's see how it goes. I feel like I don't have a shoulder anymore after doing that. I've never fired a gun, but I do believe if you do that and you pull your trigger, and it's just dislocates everything.
Hello, Noah.
Hi, Dorothy.
How are you feeling this morning? Your sisters look quite nervous.
We're nervous because of tomorrow's appointment with Walton. Oh, and Dorothy, they're not my sisters. It's just a stupid nickname someone gave us.
I know. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've thought about the offer you made the other day. Your freedom for Walton's reputation.
So what about it?
Well, I have a little something for you. Here, take it. Use this before taking your shower tonight.
Is this a hair dye?
Hope you don't mind redheads.
But what's it for? I don't get it.
I can't get you out of here right now, but at least I can hide you. We're always looking for new staff here, and I heard they're trying to find nurses for the men's building.
You want me to hide as a nurse? Is this a joke?
Just for a few days. It'll only be temporary. No one will recognize you there. They've never seen you before. You just need to keep a low profile.
Then why do
Think
we
you
need to
can do it?
disguise her?
Noah? Is that the same Noah I met earlier?
Right. This goes back to one of the stupidest things I believe exists in the Marvel continuity, and that is Patch, which is Wolverine in a disguise in a world where nobody knows him. So why does he need to disguise himself as Patch? Anyway. I'll tell you why, is because then they can sell an extra action figure with that name on it. I believe he's a pretty good Hero Clicks figure as well. Like Gen 2 or something. Alright, what am I doing? Stairs. Did I just outpace the locks spawning in? Hot times. Also, Jaded Mew. I didn't know you were Brett the Hitman Hot. There you go. That's that. That's how he pronounces that. You ever seen Lonesome Pine or whatever it's called? Rhetorical question. No, nobody has. But, nah, that's fair. So's Brett. Are you gonna do the thing again? Aww. That's not cool. Placing the nurse's cap in her left hand. I got the locker key. Gross. Leaving. Right, so where was that? Was it the nurse? Not the nurse's station. Changing room? I need to find some signs on the wall so I can find out where I'm going. That's where I started. Yeah, see, that's me in a horror situation, Rickstress. Bye! What's that? Go ahead without me. Okay. I don't know how that worked, but I'm not going to question it. Oh, rude! Everyone just reassumes their positions when we respawn into the room. That's not nice at all. Was it over here? Staff lounge. No, this is where the sink was, wasn't it? Yeah. Locker rooms. Let me in, da da da. Let me in.
What's that?
It's a pretty good dolly zoom, not gonna lie.
Who are you?
Old books about neuroscience and psychiatry. I'm pretty sure I saw the same ones in the asylum.
How did you get here? It's impossible. No one can.
This rock on the door could be linked by the same mechanism.
Get it. You found the key. So, you came to free me? Is that...
A mannequin at rest is a mannequin at its best.
Sorry, I'm being rude. My name's Dorothy Simmons. I used to be a nurse before I died, and now I'm stuck in here. It was such a long time ago. By the way, the key you found in my locker, that's the root of the problem. It's my link. I need it to get out of here. I'm behind the big door, but you should be able to find a way to open it. Bring me the key, but please be careful. I need you.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Oh, shoot, the chain. That's a good shout. I'm going to go back through this little maze when I get to the end of it. And if I don't find a solution, that's what we're going to try. I'm pretty sure it's like a Hollywood thing, and it doesn't work like that. But, I'll give it a go. The use of the mannequins, I think, is really, really good for guiding the player around, because some of them have, you know, some of them have stood and pointed at what you need to do, and some of them have guided the player here and there.
Each month, the cream of the crop from the Institute would gather here. They were the committee. God knows what they were talking about. Walton was just following orders. Nothing more than a puppet. He wasn't as influential as he wanted me to believe. They were powerful people, but really cautious. They never would have done something as stupid as killing me. Finally, the committee decided that Walton was responsible for the death of the 6 missing patients. And that was the end of his career. Unfortunately, they never managed to prove his involvement in my murder.
Some old books. One of them is open. What proof have you, Rose, that he was involved in the murder of Nurse Simmons? It came to me in a dream.
The poltergeist phenomena. The term poltergeist refers to a large number of phenomenon. Random noises, objects moving, possession, that seems hard to attribute to a logical cause or source. Many hypotheses have been put forth to try to explain various reports of poltergeists using science and logical discourse. Religious theories, favored until the 19th century, described possessions as being caused by the devil, demons, or witches. Sociologically, poltergeists are usually considered to be a popular belief born from collective unconscious, similar to ghosts and vampires.
You know the voices, you're making it really hard to focus on this. Can you give me a minute?
To psychoanalysts, poltergeists are considered hallucinations, external representations of internal psychological struggles, which need to be addressed and interpreted. A slightly more eccentric hypothesis, popular among parapsychologists, is that poltergeists stem from unintentional psychokinesis produced unwillingly by neurotic and emotionally unstable persons. Scientific investigators have resolved most poltergeist phenomena by showing that they were caused by airstreams, earthquakes, or acoustic levitation, among many other real-life causes.
we'll get to that. So, the Enfield poltergeist. Look at all these photographs of girls levitating. Don't look at the ones before or after where she is clearly preparing to jump off her bed and landing on the floor. Ignore the floating. You see this one with the cushion floating? Ignore the one before and after it where I am preparing to throw it and my guy's catching it. It is a sham, front to back, and y'all fell for it. Although it did serve as the basis for a really, really good TV show special called Ghostwatch. Oh, damn, Ghostwatch. What a good show. If you haven't already, watch it. There are rotting corpses everywhere. The smell is horrible. You telling me that's not a note? That looks like the most note that I've found in this game. Although I suppose, nah, because all of the files and stuff have just been massive video gamey files, you know? And that's fair. Like this. That's a big video game pickup is what that is. There's a letter.
I am nowhere. My soul wanders this red maze. Through a small opening between curtains, I watch my own memories, consciousness repressed, fantasies forgotten. They are all merged together in one unique, unfathomable moment. The mask is crumbling. The curtain is rising. And the show is about to begin. Shadows grow slowly, devouring my memories, leaving me with only sorrow, doubt, and obsession.
I don't know if that's the mannequin or the lamp. One of those two things is making that sound, it sounds like. No way I can get through. It's jammed. I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I don't trust any part of this. Lady Mappy, only one man would dare give me the raspberry! I'm taking this thing very seriously, by the way. Don't you mind me.
In the operating room, Dr. Walton put on an incredible show for his pupils. That monster fiddled with the brain of a poor man, making him speak in languages he didn't even know. Study of the psyche, mind control, links between the tangible and the intangible. The only thing I know is that their research ended up destroying them.
I don't want to play with the tap. I want the adrenaline. I've been using it so much. Actually, I say that. Let's do one of those. Give me that. Fine. Dr. Walton, I presume. I mean, fair play to you, game, for letting me do things like that, but, to what end? Worth a shot. Alright, what are you? The surgical instruments are soaked in blood and rust. I think I'm gonna be sick. Boo! Should have let me do that. No, this is back the way I came, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. Oh, I don't think it was the lamp crying at all. I think it was the ghost.
Look at her. Poor Audrey. She's the one who killed me. But I don't blame her. It's not her fault. Walt. He's the one responsible. I was too nosy, so he got rid of me. He manipulated Audrey, played with her mind, and ended up destroying her. He's the real murderer, not her. Audrey was emotionally fragile. It's no surprise she lost it in the end. She wasn't made to be the head of a hospital like that one. Men don't like it when a woman has power over them. Even if it's only a little. I know that all too well.
Oh, it's a head. Thank... Right. I thought it was something else. Thank goodness it's just a head. This game has elements from Silent Hill 2, you say? I do say. It's kind of obvious. know, in Silent Hill 2, it takes you an entire minute to walk down that staircase, and it's designed in such a way that after a while it looks like you're actually walking back up again.
Dorothy, what about Walton? How are you going to make sure he doesn't realize I've escaped tomorrow?
Don't worry, Noah. I have a plan. Your face is always hidden during your appointments with him, right?
Yes. Our heads are always covered with bags during the sessions. Walton doesn't want us to be able to see or talk to each other. He says it helps us keep focused.
So we just need another patient to take your place tomorrow during the group session. With your heads covered, neither Walton or your 5 sisters will recognize you.
I told you they are not my sisters.
It doesn't matter who they are, Noah. What really matters is that you get out of here. Are you sure that without you, Walton's experiment will fail?
It only works if the 6 of us are there. If one sister is missing, the connection will fail, and they will bleed to death on the spot.
And then Walton will be vulnerable.
He'll be all yours. This project is of the utmost importance to the old men on the committee. If it fails, Walton will be held responsible, and his reputation will be destroyed. This is what you want, right? Vengeance for everything he did to you?
I have to go. I'll come get you tonight, and I'll protect you from all this insanity.
Thanks, Dorothy. I'll make it up to you. Trust me.
Oh, there's one last thing I'd like to know, Noah. What does Walton do to you during your sessions?
He talks to us.
I was expecting enemies to load in, so I thought I'm just gonna go hide behind the presumed loading scene so that if the door locks, it is behind me. Yeah. I mean, if the game is going to be borrowing elements from Silent Hill 2, the staircase to the subconscious is a good one, I think. In the game, it is used to essentially signify that James has just turned his focus inwards and he is going down, 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 down to the core of whatever the problem is that he has to deal with right now. And nice. And
Look at this mess.
I don't know, I guess
I
it's just
wonder why Audrey dug up the bodies that Walton
there
hid.
because Silent Hill 2 did it.
I think she probably wanted to take the blame for those crimes. Because of Walton, she believed she was responsible. He needed a scapegoat to cover up that story about the missing patients. He couldn't admit it was his fault. It would have ruined his reputation. So he manipulated and convinced Audrey that everything was her fault. He pinned all the responsibility on her. He totally destroyed her. But he didn't realize it would end up working against him. Even though he had everything planned, he didn't think this story would come up again a few months later.
What happened here? I wasn't paying attention to the narration. It also kind of goes to like a downward spiral sort of thing, where James has to just tumble down as far as he can go before he can proceed forwards. And that's why at the end of this pit of despair he has to kill someone, and upon killing someone he goes, I just killed someone! And the plot is now allowed to continue. Oh, do I have to go back? Like, all the way back? I have to go back, like, all the way back. See, that would have been a really good chance for some non-Euclidean just nonsense, where go through the door. Oh, we're here. Also, Lady Mappy makes a good point. We do appear to have completely lost sight of our original intention. I could open the door now that it's unlocked. That's the opposite of what lives in a mortuary. Good joke, nothing lives in a mortuary. That's part of the name.
You're full of surprises. Nobody has ever gotten so far before. Congratulations. It's very nice that you brought me my stuff, but I don't think that'll really be enough. Did you understand what free really means? Because you have one more thing to do.
Boss fight? Boss fight! I built this monster, I must deal with it! Can't animate that, that's far too graphic. Get out of here! This game doesn't have a budget, come on now. Animated with 2 big bean tins and a piece of string. I will say that's pretty good. The ghost, like, that, vanishing into a puddle of blood, and then, is it gonna come out of another one somewhere in the environment? Yeah, probably.
Fear and wrath. To really be free, you need to explore yourself, to understand and destroy them. That's what you did for me. Don't be surprised. It was the only way, trust me. It was only my fear and anger that kept me here. It's why I guided you to me. I only have one thing left to do. Thank you. Do you have the slightest idea what it's like to be kept away in here? Stuck between life and death, eaten away by remorse and frustration?
You can only wait, alone, lost, and forgotten by everyone. You slowly come to understand who you really are. You try to live with the shadow inside you and admit being your own prison. But now, it's over. I'm free. Thanks to you. You're strong. I would have loved to be like you. Farewell. And forgive me.
When she does that, she looks like Andy Bogard. It's a little unfortunate. Thank you! More games should give me a round of applause.
You did perfectly fine.
Yet at one point, I thought I was going to fail.
Yes, I know. And I'm sorry. I didn't think she would cause us so many problems.
And what will become of her?
Don't worry about that. We'll probably never hear from her again. I hope it's worth it. You know, a poet once
They
said
thought about
there are
that.
two tragedies in life. One is not getting what you desire, and the other is getting it. I hope for your sake he was mistaken. Anyway, you have the key to the laboratory on the 5th floor. I told you I'd help, right? And I always keep my word.
You didn't do anything! I did all the work. Also, why are those out? Also, why is that bleeding? Gross. Why isn't that called New Vineyard? That's pretty good, though. Walk into the light. Yes.
Oh, my head.
That was all just one long sequence in here, wasn't it? Alright, cool. Lady Mappy, you're not wrong. I can believe that being the case. Do you know what would have worked a lot better? If there were no mannequins. If there was just no more spooky nonsense in this world right now. If it was just like all police taped off, guiding me to the lift. And then that's where we go.
We told you not to trust anyone.
Did you understand what free really means? I need you. It was the only
Oh
way.
no, oh no!
I would like you to help an old friend of mine. I didn't think she would cause us so many problems. I told you I'd help, right? And I always keep my word.
Now I'm the villains!
I never doubted you, Noah. You always were my trusted friend.
Oh. Oh no, okay. But I guess I did get the bad ending. I'm just gonna stay here forever now. Until forgotten about. See, that's one of those ironic things with Fatum Betula, where the game was like,
Rose, could you really be in this asylum?
no, no! You don't get to do that! That is the most transparent, I want to be Silent Hill 2.
I was strong enough.
No!
I thought I could resist, could fight. But it's breaking me, piece by piece. I can feel it, tearing at the edges of my mind. I don't even know who I am anymore. A ghost, trapped between worlds, searching for... what? I don't even know. All that's left is this hollow ache. It's like I'm disappearing slowly, fading into the same darkness that's swallowing everything around me. Maybe I deserve this. Maybe this place is where I belong. Lost, forgotten, punished for something I can't even remember. Every time I think I'm close to understanding, it slips away, like smoke through my fingers, leaving me empty and alone. Always alone. Why do I keep coming back? Crawling through the dark, drawn like a moth to the flame of memories that burn me over and over again. It's all pointless. I keep reliving mistakes I don't even understand, drowning in a guilt I can't escape, trying to change a fate that's already sealed, trying to find answers that will never come. I'm just so tired. Tired of pretending I can save anyone. Tired of reaching out for a hand that's never there. Maybe it's time to give in. To let the darkness consume what's left of me. So I can finally stop feeling this unbearable emptiness.
Sorry, the controller fell asleep, and so did I. That last one was a joke. Um, I... Oh, look at that! David Shuffle! That absolutely was, Eddie. How about that? Oh, it's over. Hi. that, that was fine. Had a lot of good ideas. For sure it did. I don't know. I don't know. That is the end of my review. Thanks for watching, everyone. No, Lady Mappy, you are correct. It seemed to have just dropped the plot at some point, and it forgot that we were trying to find a missing child. And that we had been shot at some point. Yeah, that's how you know it's just taking inspiration from Silent Hill. Listen to the echoes on those drums. Is it the 90s? Hell yeah, it is. I think the game could have benefited from having a map. I didn't, maybe there is one, I didn't find it. But at the same time, I do like that I was able to find my way around without. The fact that everything was just up on the wall, and I could have just looked at that instead, that's pretty cool. There were 2 enemies in this game, and I don't fully understand why. Like, I can come up in my head, I can come up with there's just 2 people who worked on this game, and you just get to, let's just put 2 names, 3 enemies if you count the boss. Oh no, 3 enemies, that's right, because there were dolls, weren't there? 3 enemies and a boss, excuse me. But I don't... So, really, guys, see he worked on localization? What a cool guy. But no, if you're going to style yourself after a Silent Hill game, especially Silent Hill 2, then you're going to want to... Silent Hill 2 is drenched in symbolism and just hidden meanings and little bits and pieces that you probably didn't pick up the first time you played it, and maybe you never would if somebody told you about it. And the theming in this game seems to be horror. Why are we fighting creepy mannequins? Horror. Why was the shadow people? Oh, it's horrific. And the little creepy dolls with the knives? Horror! Do I need to tell you more? Like, oh, okay, I guess. You have unlocked New Game Plus, which gives you, that. Alright, how does this sound? Not very good. Once again, I will turn to, Save Before You Quit, which I genuinely think is one of the best pieces of music in a Silent Hill game. Insane! Oh, actually, yeah, you make a good point. Right. Why is New Game and New Game Plus separated? Can I skip this? Is this going to be different?
We only see the front. without paying attention to the shadows hiding behind it. All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely actors in the tragedy that is life.
I think we're just looping again.
Mysteries that seem so far away.
Because we got to this point, and I went...
I'm still alive. How is it possible? I'm still bleeding. I need to find something to heal myself.
That's a very Silent Hill 1 line delivery. That's Thessaly Lerner asking what is keeping that child alive, is what that is. Anyways, right, where were their outfits? Here. Not the best place to change clothes, though. It's freezing in here. What? Why does the patient outfit have that cool, sexy slit side thing like from Yakuza in the 80s, and also on underwear? Game, do not approve. Well, there you go, everybody. That was Forgotten Memories. I hope everybody had fun. I am going to tinker around with that and do a bit of that, because otherwise I'm going to forget and just blow you guys out when I come to play Final Fantasy IX tomorrow. I'm playing Final Fantasy IX tomorrow. Come back for that. Forgotten something. I remember. Why was the apple pie?
Hello, Rose.
Oh, no. I know what I'm gonna do. Before we leave, I know what I'm gonna do. Nope. Notes. No notes, because I didn't start the game yet. Technically. Right. Because there's this little doodad over here. Oh, that's what that is! I thought it was autosave, but it's getting achievements. Yeah, you get it? Alan Wake. Finish the game in under half an hour. Really? You can do that? Alright, give me a second. Give me a second. Get over here, YouTube. Alright, what achievements have we got? Badges. Gain access to the office wing section. Solve the Six Sisters riddle. Find the nurse hat, beat the nurse. Finish the game in under half an hour. Never charge the flashlight. Never save the game. Finish the game without getting hit. Only use the pipe. Only use the revolver. Find out where the developer console is located. The console is not available in 2024's remastered edition. Oh, go to hell. You just can't have that achievement. Find Phil Fish? What? No! Surely not! I refuse! I am... No! Also, Lady Vappy, you're entirely right. I'm looking this up, but it's like... Forgotten Memories is... also... something to do with FNAF. But it's also in Roblox Wiki? What the hell? What a weird generic name. Anyway, here's my ending screen. Hi, how's it going? I'm not gonna do that anymore. What a weird game. Still, that was alright. Thank you, Lady Vappy, for stopping by. Thank you, Rickstress, and Empirical, and Carly. Just, oh, everyone. Thank you all very much. I gotta work out what I'm doing next week now. I don't know. Somebody mentioned the Coma. I do have Coma 2B, so I might have to be the Coma 2B, which isn't what I was going to put on the list. But like, you know what? Somebody mentioned it, so why not? Who go raid? Josh. Josh is playing Tomb Raider, and he's just a generally cool fella. Wait. Oh no, never mind. Releases his hair like, thank you for stream, Josh. Maybe let's not go and raid Josh. But I'll let him know. Maybe we just end. Come back tomorrow for Final Fantasy IX, everybody. And until next time, goodbye.